Are you ready for the ultimate bikepacking weekend adventure? Join us for an unforgettable self-supported bikepacking trip through Southwest Virginia. The Grayson Gravel Pie Bikepacking Adventure travels along the Virginia Creeper Trail, the beautiful gravel roads of Grayson County, Virginia, and the New River Trail. All lodging and camping arrangements are included, along with daily routes and guides riding along with you. This self-supported adventure offers resupply opportunities every 20 miles for your food and water needs. Find out more at graveltraveldirt.com.
You're listening to Mid-Atlantic Gravel, Travel, and Dirt.
I'm Brian, and welcome to episode 122 of Mid-Atlantic Gravel, Travel, and Dirt. And I hope everyone is okay this week with another throwback episode because I am once again traveling. This time I'm in Florida for my youngest daughter's graduation from the University of Central Florida. Go Knights! On the way down, I had a really cool opportunity to revisit some of the places that I have led some tours for adventure cycling, particularly on the Southern Charm Tour. I had a chance to stop in Beaufort, South Carolina, and Savannah, Georgia, spending a little bit of time taking in the sights among the live oaks and tasting some of that fine, fine food the Low Country has to offer. But enough about all that. Way back in episode 62, just before coronavirus stopped the world from turning, Phil Thomas from, at the time, Haymarket Bikes and Shimano Gravel Alliance joined us to talk a little bit about the Northern Virginia gravel scene. Now, Phil has moved on out west. He's in Colorado, leaving that Northern Virginia gravel scene far behind, and he's now working for the Pros Closet. On this episode, he shared a story during our This or That segment, which to this day, honestly, is still one of my most favorite of all time. I won't share too much. Just sit back, relax, and enjoy this little short episode for the week. I hope you get a chuckle out of it like I did. Until next week, everybody, do good, be nice, go slow, respect others, stay healthy. Love you, bye.
Happy third item: get sick before Corona Tan or get sick during Corona Tan. Matt is gonna hate that we're calling this Corona Tan.
I know.
Well, first, my answer is during. But did you see he just sent out a safety email about the coronavirus? So
yeah, I got a little bit of that.
I think he's definitely worried about it.
It happens.
But see, like during Corona Tan, see, I can't even say it right now.
It's working.
It's working. Yay!
It's catching just like the virus.
I think we just got a title.
You get to do the race. Instead of if you got it beforehand, you probably wouldn't do it.
Yeah, well, but also if you get sick during it, that means you were contagious before, so you just basically infected the field. So, Joey, what would you rather do?
I don't want to keep going back, but remember I got sick during Dirty Kansas?
Yeah.
And I threw my guts out.
Yeah.
And by the time I was rested up and got back, I was able to enjoy the after party.
Okay.
So I'm going to go get sick during. Like, it totally works.
If you get sick before, you're missing out on all the fun. So you definitely want to get sick during.
Yeah.
And then all the people that stayed with you in your house are going to get quarantined and, all that stuff. Emergency personnel will show up. So last item. This one.
Hold on. I got a quick question.
Okay, quick. Go.
I wonder, are you using Airbnb, Phil? Down
yes.
There? Do you think people have been getting their Airbnbs canceled?
Ooh, probably.
Oh, I'm sure.
I wonder if anyone for going down there this weekend has.
I bet you.
I just thought it.
Yeah, I'm sure people have been canceling all over the place on everything. I mean,
it's like
my neighbors has a restaurant in DC, and like their nightly stuff is down by 50%. Like people just aren't going out. Like it's the zombie apocalypse that we're facing here.
Well, I'm just wondering, as like someone who owns the house, like we're going to stay at Joe Jim Bob's house that we rented from him,
right?
And they pull the plug on us. That's what I'm thinking.
Oh,
that's got to suck.
That would stink if
they
said, no, we don't want people in the house.
I mean, I get the keys to our house tomorrow. Hopefully John's still.
Ooh.
Anyway, we can keep going, but let's think about that.
No, we are gravel people, so we even heard, we was talking to Jess earlier, and she was talking about a lot of races getting canceled up and down the East Coast for this weekend and the coming weekends.
Yeah.
But gravel people, I think we're going to keep going because we want to experiment with
we're dirty.
coronavirus. Yeah. It's like, give it to me. Yeah. I'll give it a shot.
Yeah, why not?
Okay, the last item on this or that for this week is a little, I don't know what it is. Mud in your bibs after an embarrassing fall, say across the bridge on Savage Road, or mud in your bibs after not making it to the Porta-John in time. Because you got coronavirus.
So, I have a story for you.
Before
we go any further. But it's definitely going to be, my answer is for falling in the mud. And having a mud stain versus a shit stain. So, but I don't know, probably 3 years ago, I was doing up in Michigan. There's a small gravel race that gets put on called the Lowell 100, and it's in. Was it in February? Or was it April? I don't know. It's cold as shit in Michigan, and you basically head out east for the first 50 miles, and you kind of do like basically a U-turn and head back, and you fight a headwind the whole way. Well, I was having a little bit of stomach issues and made it to about 70 miles and, rotated back and was like, oh, I got to fart. And
never trust it.
They say never trust a fart. Well, here I am, and I'm like, oh, my God, I think I just, crapped in my chamois. And this is an unsupported race, and I'm like, these guys that I'm riding with, well, I know them for the last 75 miles. I did not know them before. And so I'm like, I can't tell these guys, what am I going to do? So, I'm just like, oh, I just gotta finish, So I went through probably the darkest moments in my life, questioning everything of like I paid money to do this, and what am I'm a grown man on a bicycle, and I've got crap in my chamois, and what is going on here? And like, this is horrible. So I finish and like just wheel my bike over to my buddy. I'm like, hold this, and I go straight to the porta potty. And I, go to get changed, and nothing. Clean as a whistle. And I just had the most humid fart that you could probably have.
Humid fart.
But I, for all intents and purposes, thought I, shit my pants. And it turned out that I didn't. And so definitely it is better to fall in mud than it is to not. So sorry to go on that tangent.
I don't know.
I figured you guys would enjoy that.
I don't think we're allowed to answer now. I think we're going to just wrap it up. We're going to call this the Humid Fart episode.
Thank you so much for being willing to share that story.
Yeah, it's just. If it turned out not as a quote unquote happy ending, I probably would not have shared that story. But because I didn't actually do it, I can tell people about it.
Joey, do you have anything that you want to add to that? They can't see you shake your head on a podcast.
No, I'm going to fall in mud. That was too good.
I would fall in mud, hands down. I love the part where it's questioning all of my life choices.
Yeah, that's just, it's a horrible sensation, that's for sure.
Oh, God, that's fantastic. Man. That's fantastic.